I jumped off the porch, nose was leaking in snots. Hemp was leaking from the leg, big homie was shot. BG caught a couple in the knife to the top. All my relatives been acting since when niggas was tots. 10 to 10 brought us home, I was happy as fuck. Say that's my brother, motherfuckers, you ain't ride with us. Keep it.
What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today we're gonna do something special. Hopefully we can get it done today. If not, it'll just take longer. I'm in no rush, no hurry, whatever. I'm going to lower the back of the Impala and extend the wheelbase. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm not gonna do too much stalling, too much talking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna jump right into the video. But before we jump into the video, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Thank you guys for the love and support. Like I say in every single video, you know what I'm saying, it means the world to me. I'm trying to get this car done so that you guys can see it from to completion or whatever, and also so I can enjoy it, get it on the road, have fun with it. And what I mean by done is on the road, you know what I'm saying? There's so much more time and effort that has to go into the car as far as like the motor, transmission, rear end, and all that kind of stuff. So after I'm done lowering the car and blocking these doors, I'll probably go ahead and build my speaker box and put the speakers in the back of the car, dynamat it out and do all that kind of good stuff. And then I'll probably order a steering wheel, and that's probably pretty much about it, you know what I mean? And then obviously paint and stuff like that. But that'll be it on this car. And then the new project that's to come will be up next for getting done up and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the video. I'll show you what I'm doing, and you know, we'll go from there. All right, y'all, so I got all the goodies laid out. I got my upper adjustable QA1 control arms. I got my lowering springs. I got this digital angle locator so that I could measure the drive shaft, the angle on the drive shaft, so I can put it back correctly. And then I got my extended QA1 lower control arms. So basically what I'm gonna do is take this wheel and move it back a little bit. So it'll be about 5/8 inch push back or whatever, 5/8 of an inch or whatever push back. And then also too, it'll be dropped 1.5 inches. So hopefully we're successful. I'm gonna go ahead and measure the angle of the drive shaft. I'm gonna also measure the wheel, where it's at now currently and where it needs to go. And then yeah, we'll just keep playing with it, keep toying with it until everything is correct. Make sure I put everything back correctly, and then yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my measurements, and then after I'm done with my measurements, we'll get the car lifted up and then see where it needs to be. All right, grind schoolers, so I'm about to go ahead and lower the car. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in there. I was gonna do the upper and the lowers, but I can't get those bolts out. Even with my impacts that I have, those bolts won't budge at all. I guess they're like rusted in there. I could throw some heat on there, but I don't really feel like doing that today. I might just take it to somebody to do it. But for now, we'll go ahead and just lower the car. So what I did was I just unloosened the bolts for the shocks, and I'm about to get my hammer and knock those through. And then I'll move these tire ramps out the way, and then I'll lower the car with the jack, or lower the rear end with the jack, and then those old springs should just fall right out of there. And then we'll go ahead and replace it with the new ones. And make sure when you do take them out, you keep an eye on exactly where the location is. Like it's kind of hard because my exhaust is in the way, but where the location is, so when you pull it out, you can put it back exactly the way it came out, and you won't have no issues. So we're gonna go ahead and lower the car, and then lower the rear end, and then pull those out. And then after that, the car should be lowered and it should be good. It's super simple. 2 bolts for the shocks, and then that's it. rear end is so much more simple than the front. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll cut y'all back on in a second. Alright, it's out. So now we're about to load the jack stand, and hopefully these springs fall right out of there. Alright, grind schoolers. So I went ahead and jacked the car up and threw my jack stand up under there. I'm probably gonna put one up under here just to be safe. And then after I took the shock bolt out, that spring pretty much separated. It's already loose, so all I gotta do is go ahead and wiggle it out of there, and then I'll install the other one and make sure that it's lined up correctly so that we don't have any issues. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out, and then we'll get the new one in, drop the car, do the other side, and we'll be good to go, and the car will be dropped. Alright, just for perspective, that is how dramatic the difference is between that one and that one. Now, I think that this one may have been replaced before, because it looks pretty new, and it might be extended because the car's ride height was kind of high. So we're gonna see if hopefully these will work. If not, I'll have to put that one back in and talk to Summit Racing about that, but we'll see. Hopefully it works. I'm hoping that the back doesn't sag too much. I think it's a pretty substantial drop. Obviously you can tell the difference, but we'll put these in and we'll see exactly what happens once we're done. Oh man, it's sitting so perfect. All I gotta do is put the extended control arms on. Obviously I'm gonna have somebody else do it because I can't get those bolts out. They're like rusted. I could use some heat, but I don't want to be doing all that, you know what I mean, just to get the bolts out. I'll just pay for somebody else to do it, but I did lower it, and this thing looks nasty. Obviously it needs a lot of work, you know what I mean, still got defenders and stuff to put on, but man, when I tell you that this thing looks menacing, I'm super happy with the stance on this car. Even level, you know what I mean, wider out back, staggered wheels, you know what I'm saying, it's perfect fitment. I love it. It looks like I was right. Somebody did replace the springs for these ones, or not these ones, these ones, and these are like 4.5 inches bigger, because when I bought these I based it on a 1.5 inch drop. So that is an 1.5 inch drop from stock ride height on the Impala. So yeah, I think somebody did replace the back ones, because these, like I said, they do look a little bit more new. They're not all rusted out like, you know, usually a car of this age the springs would be. But yeah, and the back was sitting kind of high when I got the car, so it is what it is. But yeah, man, woo, I like it. It doesn't look like it's gonna rub at all. It's not even close to the inner fender well, but 22 sit perfect on this thing. Perfect. I'm gonna do the other side, and I'm gonna take this thing for a ride, see how it rides, with all 4 corners done, and then hopefully, like I said, no scrubbing, no rubbing, and we'll be good to go. Alright, grind schoolers, so we got that spring in. I'm having an issue with it seating, and I don't know why. The back of it won't seat. So probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to work with it, play with it, see what happens. I might need somebody else's help just so I can hold the spring while the car comes down. I'm, like I said, I'm not 100% sure why it's not seating, but we'll go ahead and figure it out. But the shock is in there, or the spring is in there, and yeah, but that's gonna do it for, you know, this project, and then we'll move on to the next thing. I'm gonna continue to keep on working on this thing, get it on the road. All right, y'all, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead to O'Reilly's, and I'm gonna replace the computer down up under this air box. I'm gonna replace the computer. They said I need the VIN number and the mileage for the car, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. It'll be in a few days. We'll go ahead and replace the computer. Hopefully all those codes clear, and then yeah, we'll go from there. The reason why I think it's the computer though is because, like I said, I've changed some of the things that it said that needed to happen, and none of the codes went away. I've tried to reset the computer by touching the terminals together for 15 minutes and all that kind of stuff. Still didn't budge. And then also a OBD1 scanner I had on here, and it said it couldn't communicate with the computer. It's given a PCM code and an ECU code, or ECM, one of them. I think that, like I said, the computer's bad. It's not reading. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the car, so I don't know why it's reading the codes that it's reading. It says it has a fuel pump relay issue. I've replaced that, so I think it's the computer. I'm gonna replace it, whatever, and keep it moving. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead, head over to O'Reilly's, and I guess that's gonna do it. And then when I replace that, you know, like always, I'll film that too. But yeah, let's go ahead and head to O'Reilly's. Alright, so I also took out the back light in the corner. It goes up here for like your suits and stuff like that. Those lights up there, I took those out because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically replace all the lights in the car, like I said before, to that bright daylight stuff. But that's gonna be it for this video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. I didn't really go over the process too much because I had like a lot of struggles trying to get the car to the point where it is now. It shouldn't have took all day, but it did take all day. I was struggling with those lower control arms. I couldn't get the bolts out at all. They wouldn't even budge, and I was hitting it with my impact guns, both of them. I even got a big Milwaukee gun, and it wouldn't even pull it off. So I had the tension relieved off of the axle with the jack and stuff like that, and I couldn't get it out. So yeah, I'm gonna just take it to somebody else to do it. It'll probably be a lot easier to get everything all done and wrapped up, and also too, they can do the degrees and all that kind of stuff. That was my first, I won't say it's my first attempt at control arms. I've never replaced the rear control arms before, and it's super duper simple. It looks super duper simple, but like I said, I ran into some issues, and somebody else is gonna have to do it. But it ended up taking a pretty long time to get everything all said and done. The shocks, or the springs, I keep calling them shocks. The springs, they shouldn't have took that long. But you know, like I said, I was having trouble trying to get this spring on the driver's side seated, and for whatever reason, I don't know why it's not seating. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But the process is super duper simple. Like I said, you just pull that shock bolt out, lift up the car till the spring comes out, and then you just position it up in there and then drop the car back down. So it's super duper simple. We'll get it all together eventually. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and go get this computer at O'Reilly's right now and take care of it. And then stay tuned for that video. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the computer in once I get it. They said it takes like 3 to 5 days to order it and stuff like that. And then after I do that, hopefully the lights for the inside will be here. We'll do all of that stuff together, and then hopefully my gauge lights go away. And then I think I can take the car to emissions. Take the car to emissions, get it all emissioned up, and then after that, I'll go ahead and get the plates for the car. So we'll go ahead and do that. The car will be on the road. I'll take care of this driver's side door with the primer and do all the rest of the body work, so it doesn't look like it's not just bare doors anymore. We'll do that, and then last thing we'll do, hopefully it gets done within the next couple weeks, we'll go ahead and throw the exhaust on. So yeah, man, we're moving pretty swiftly on this Impala. So we're gonna keep on growing, keep on doing what we do, and keep on just working at it. If you guys haven't, and this is your first time stopping by, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. And stay tuned for for the rest of the Impala build. And also, like I keep saying, keep trying to speak it into existence. Go ahead and stay tuned for the next project that's about to come to the channel. I saw one of these cars, and I hope I don't give it away, but I saw one of these cars go for $2,500 today. It was $2,500. It was a complete car though. Everything was there. So that's all I'm gonna give y'all. So yeah, stay tuned for all that, man. But we gonna go ahead and cut this video. I'm gonna go get this computer, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And also, oh, almost forgot. Don't forget to work hard so you can live free. All right, y'all.